including the application, the e-application form, and then students have to write a motivation letter that why he or she would like to study in Switzerland, and a recommendation letter from the school that the student is already a bona fide student and studying in maybe class 6, 7, or 8, and the transcripts. So we would like to see what subject students have done so that we can give credit transfer to the next year. So students do not lose a year, which is very important. We do not want students to lose a year. So we work on the application very closely. So first step is the application form. Sorry.
Rohit, can I interrupt you for a second?
Yes, please.
Yes, I just want to remind all the agents, first of all, thank you very much to join us, as well to the new one who just came in the last minutes. We are here with SIBSS, which is a boarding school from Switzerland. Rohit is giving the first presentation this morning. After the presentation of SIBSS, we will have the presentation of the University of Sunderland. And then after, it will be a presentation about an online university in the US. So it's very, very important for all of you to know that we have all your details. So you don't have to worry about your contact detail, because we have your contact details already as you register. So if you have any questions, please now you can put down your question on the chat system below. Thank you very much, Rohit. Please continue with the presentation.
Okay. A very warm welcome to all the representatives who have just joined. My name is Rohit Bhatia. I'm the CEO of SIBSS, which is a Swiss International Boarding School. So in last 20 minutes, I've just explained what are the advantages of studying in Switzerland, the safety, security, and obviously what are the advantages with us studying as a school. And I'm happy, if you missed my presentation, I'm more than happy to run down the application privately at a later stage. Okay, then the first step is the application form. So you will get the applicant form. We'll send you the contract. You will, your students or your parents will help you to fill out the form. There'll be a short interview by our principal, our dean, who will interview students and a family. Just want to speak to them, talk to them casually. Who wants to know a little detail about the student, that how student is, his background, and what support he needs. Because at the end of the day, we are going to support your wards, your students very, very carefully, because it's a boarding school, and we are making sure that there's a detailing is being written for each and every student to support them back in the school. Once everything is all right, the interviews goes fine, you will get the offer letter. Once you get the offer letter, the student have to pay a deposit. Usually it's about 5,000 Swiss francs. And then once the deposit is paid, we will issue the letters, and students have to file the visa at the respective Swiss embassy or the consulate. We will certainly help you and support you. We've got our own network of representatives in many countries. We have our representatives, our office assistants supporting you guys in Malaysia, in China, in Thailand, in Vietnam, in Taiwan, we are developing more network in Russia, in Ukraine, in South America, in India. We already have our office, so you will get a support in all these countries by our local representatives, who is going to help you out on the application process. Just let me run down the tuition fees. The tuition, well, we have kept our fees not too expensive, because we have realized that most of the boarding schools are extremely, very expensive. They're over 100,000, 150,000 Swiss francs over a year. But the reason we could subsidize the fees is because of the local community, because of the local support system, which is extremely very supportive, and which is a good news for all the representatives, because most of the reason the tuition fees, if you see most of the schools, the tuition fees remains more or less same, but the accommodation, boarding, lodging is extremely very expensive in Switzerland. But we fortunately have spoken with the local community, and with the local resources, with the local government, we'll get support from them, and the accommodation will become subsidized for the students, which is a great news. Which means people who were thinking earlier in past that sending kids to Switzerland is nearly impossible, through us it will become possible. But certainly we also have a limitation. We cannot have too many students. We have limited numbers every year, which we are going to have it. Since we're already getting applications now from other countries, even from Switzerland, we are very fortunate to we're getting a few applications, and it's coming in, and every day we're getting one or two inquiries. This includes the meals, so the kid will get 3 meals. We'll also get starters in between, snacks, because young people needs they need to be nourished well. So the diet is very balanced diet, making sure that there's a proper protein, there are proper vitamins for the students, because young people need all these vitamins, which are extremely vital for their well-being and their growth. School activities will all be included, part of it, and fixed charges. So everything is included. Students do not have to pay, or the parents do not have to pay anything above 58,000 Swiss francs. They will also get obviously a special VIP pickup from the airport and drop when they're going back. The other thing is, which is another good news, is there are some scholarships, because we are encouraging students, the young minds, especially the ones who are smart ones. I'm sure all those kids are very smart, but students who are academically, they are doing well in their high schools. We would like to attract those students, and we are happy to offer them scholarship from 10 to 30 to up to 100%. So there will be a few students who might get 100% scholarship on the tuition fees. Boarding and lodging you have to pay. There will be some students, they get 50%, 30%, 10%. It all depends upon the personal interview, which is very important. And it also depends on the academic background, and a recommendation from your existing school is extremely very vital. Well, thank you very much once again. Thank you very much, Richard, for giving me an opportunity to speak to all our friends. I'm not able to see everybody, but yeah, I can see the names. I know quite a lot of them. We have my colleague from Rajiv from Malaysia is there. Mr. Patipan from Bangkok, Thailand is there. Dr. Jirapa is there from Thailand. And Serge is there from Geneva.
Why did you bring this?
So
this is the same bone that Jordan made for me for my wounds, right?
So Richard, just a quick question. Would you like me to show you a presentation on hospitality schools?
Yes, but before to go to the hospitality, I have a question to you. You mentioned a few countries before, but I would like to inform you that we have agents from Japan, South Korea, Indonesia, Bangladesh, Nepal, UAE, Bahrain, Saudi Arabia, Ukraine, Hungary, Romania, and more. So how the other agents will be able to contact you? Will you be send a follow-up email later today, tomorrow, to all the agents who attend, so they have your contact details?
Thank you very much for adding. I was about to say that. Richard, yes, we will be sending an email to all the representatives. I will also set my personal mobile number. So if they're on WhatsApp, I'm very happy to chat with them on WhatsApp, or I can call them, or Skype, or LinkedIn, or whatever is convenient for them. I'm happy to communicate with them. I remain the point of contact for the school, and I'm happy to send them the contract, and we'll be happy to send all the information, including the brochures, application form, and we'll support them on one-on-one basis.
This is very important. Now we are reaching 80 agents, 80, Rohit, and we have a very high number of international agents. We are very interesting as well to know about the hospitality program. So it will be kind if you start to share the hospitality program so that we can show it to the agents.
Yes, please. Absolutely. With pleasure. I'm not going to take too much of your time, everybody, but yes, would like to show you a slide on the hospitality. Can you see the slide, Richard, the hospitality school?
I can see the slide. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions, just put your question on the chat below. And thank you as well to all the agents who put the contact detail on the chat. There is no need. We have your contact detail as you already registered to join us today. So we will do a follow-up later on today or tomorrow. And Rohit Bhatia will send you the information for the SIBSS boarding school, and as well additional information about the hospitality. Now we are here with the hospitality program. Rohit, please, it's all yours.
Okay, thank you so much, Richard. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you know my background, I've been working with the hospitality schools almost 22 years now. The first school which I founded was in 1999, which was in Switzerland. And since then, I'm attached and working with several other hotel schools in Switzerland. And I'm very happy, more than happy to support you guys. If you have any application, any inquiries on for the hospitality students. Well, I've already briefed you, about the Switzerland, but we have few members here, so I'm happy to talk about Switzerland once again very quickly without wasting too much of time. Switzerland is in the center of Europe, and the biggest advantage is that there are 4 borders which touches them. So within few hours, you can be in Germany, France, Italy, Austria, for example, and be anywhere. There are 4 languages which people speak, and our students are also, they have a big advantage of learning the foreign language. So they will learn German and French as a part of the program. The medium of instruction remains English. So everything is taught in English except German and French, which is part of the program. Tourism, again, Switzerland is very popular with this tourism. I would say it's one of the most popular country in the world. When it comes to the transportation, when it comes to the efficiency, there is no other country, safety, security, I would say there's no other country as safe as Switzerland is. So ladies and gentlemen, my friends, my colleagues, representatives, and there are, I think, one parent also here who's joining us, who has joined us, I believe. So it's a best choice for young people to study. It's a safe choice. Corona is under control. Things are opening up. The restaurants have already, the outside terrace is already open. The inside restaurants are opening from the 1st of June. The malls are already operational. Life is becoming normal, thanks to God, touch wood. And we hope that things will continue here. The other reason is the Swiss people are very careful when it comes to the hygiene, and it comes to the safety and security. Everybody wears masks not on the street, but when they're in the public area. Now we talk about the hospitality education. Now hospitality education is one of the oldest education in Switzerland. The first hotel school was set up in Switzerland, which is nearly 135 years ago from now. And then the hotel industry expanded to the other countries like US, Australia, Canada, or other part of the Europe. So Switzerland is always very proud to say that it's the first hotel school was set up in Switzerland. And it's not even that, the training, the system, the way the Swiss people teaches, the Swiss education system is so unique that every year a student gets an opportunity to study and to work, which is nowhere in the world. Whether you pick up UK, you pick up Australia, you pick up USA, you pick up any country in the world, you will not see this system, which is in Switzerland, which is half of the year study, half of the year work. So, and especially parents are very happy that our kids are wards. I've started working at the age of 17, 18, and they start earning some part of the salary, which is not very important, but it's more important that you get a first-class experience in the hospitality education. Now, again, in spite of the COVID, the people are not going to stop eating. When I go to the restaurants here, I go to the terrace, they're all full. We don't, yesterday we went for a coffee, we had to wait for 5 minutes to get a coffee because everybody's going out. Nobody wants to sit at home. Everybody's really frustrated sitting at home. So people want to go out, they want to enjoy, and the hospitality industry is never going to die. This will stay alive for the rest of the life. So even COVID or no COVID, this industry will grow. Again, there are multicultures in the hospitality program. You meet 60, 70 nationalities. The discipline is very important. So, you get an opportunity to discipline. I have a lot of parents from rich families, multimillionaire, and they have a lot of money. Money is not a concern. They have a lot of people to work for them, but still they would like to send their kids to Switzerland because of the education system, because of the training, because they want them to work from the scratch. So that is the reason they send their kids to Switzerland, and they are very proud to send their kids, in spite of they have 5-star hotels or several hotels, they still want their kids to come and study in Switzerland because of the systems. Now your personality improves here because everybody has to wear suit and tie. It's compulsory, it's mandatory. You have to look groomed, you have to look smart. I would say in any industry, whether it's a business industry, it's a hotel industry, or any industry, you name it, you have to look groomed all the time. So hospitality industry is the only industry where we teach you guys how to look smart, how to look groomed, how to look handsome, how to present yourself, look motivated. That's extremely very important. And the other perks of studying in Switzerland is the practical training. So a lot of students say, they feel proud when they go to the parents, Thomas, they tell them, listen, I start earning from the very sixth month. Because for the first 5 months, they're studying on the campus. The next 6 months, they start working. They start earning a salary, which is close to about 22,000 Swiss francs. That's almost equivalent to 22,000 US dollars gross every month. So they feel very proud that 6 months they are studying and 6 months they're working, and they earn back about 7,000-8,000 Swiss francs, which is every year, which is a good pocket money. And some students save a smaller part of it for paying the tuition for the next year. Now, the practical training is very interesting aspect. Normally, we always place students in the best hotels and the top restaurants. We don't suggest them to put in the traditional restaurant, but more for international restaurants and hotels. So there's a lot of learning. If you pick up, I mean, I traveled more than 60 countries, and there was a time when everything was open up. I used to travel almost 30 to 40 countries in a year. And when one of my hobby was to go into top 5-star hotels, have a lunch there, or maybe dine there, and if my budget allows, stay there. And I always call up the general manager of the hotel. Always, I like to meet the GM. And you will not believe, out of 10 instances, 6 times I met a GM who had a Swiss background or some Swiss connection, which means students who graduate from here, they go at the top level, not at the middle level, they go at the top level. So Swiss education is recognized heavily. Sorry.
Very, very interesting. Ladies and gentlemen, I had my personal experience and I sent my daughter to Rohit school. So she spent 1 year hospitality and now she's 21 years old and she was very happy. I just had a long discussion with her last week and she said to me, this was a fantastic timing. It was very interesting. She learned a lot. She had the theory and the practical. It's not because of you, Rohit, but it's the truth. I mean, I know you since many, many years. So all the agents, they can trust Rohit and they can be confident if they send the students to Rohit school. If it's the boarding school or his partner hotel school, the Rohit will take care about all the students and is always in contact with many, many parents, by the way. So as Rohit said, he will give you the WhatsApp as well. So you can always contact him anytime. I know he's very, very busy, but he's always on the date, on campus, everywhere. So Rohit, I think you give an excellent presentation today. And I think you give a complete overview about the safety, the security in Switzerland, the hotel school, the boarding school. And you offer fantastic scholarship to students. We're talking about from 10% to 100% scholarship. So I think everyone should take advantage about this possibility which Rohit explained today. Rohit, you maybe want to conclude everything. We have more speakers waiting for enter.
I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay.
It's always like this one.
Okay, I'll just take 1 minute of yours. What I'm trying to, I would like to conclude. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I would like to, give you my surety that I'm there for my students. I'm there for my agents. I'm there for my representatives. I fight for my students to make sure that they're comfortable. I go to any extent to make sure that they're comfortable with the accommodation, they're comfortable with their meals, they're comfortable with the safety and security. So you can be rest assured, I've given 22 years in Switzerland, so I'm always there for them. And last but not the least, if you start with us from the boarding school, you continue up to the higher education, whether it's hotel management or whether it's business management school. So parents and agents can be rest assured that when you start from the higher school up to their graduation, we will be taking, our company and our school will be taking care of the students. Since we are in touch with top business schools in Switzerland, we are also in touch with a lot of other universities in UK and US. So students will have our 100% support after graduating from our school and our institutes. Thank you so much once again, everybody. And I wish you a great day, great afternoon, great evening, and maybe good night with some of them. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Rohit. I think you give an excellent presentation. And it will become now. I will go back on the main part before. So, ladies and gentlemen, we had Rohit Bhatia with us today, and Rohit, we had 87 agents in the end. I was expecting about 30-40, but we doubled the size. This is always very good. And we switch now to the UK. We moved to the University of Sunderland. Hello, Costas. How are you today? I can see that you put my name on your chat. So don't worry, it's fine. We can have Richard Affolter. Is always very good to have.
I didn't actually. I don't know how it went there.
No problem, no problem. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Costa Dimitriadis. He's the director of the University of Sunderland, Europe. So how are you, first of all, Costas? How is everything?
I'm okay. I'm okay, Richard. Thank you very much. Everything is good. The weather is nice. I had my first vaccination and waiting for my